Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Holiday Cup and we have a different team to showcase today. Let's see what we're going to be showing. First, we're going to be running the Trevenant paired with the Dubwool and Stunfisk here. So Shadow Dragonite in the front is problematic, but they actually switch out trying to catch a move. But unfortunately for them, we do have the Stunfisk ready for this backline here. We know that this Skarmory is going to be throwing some flying moves, so we resist all of those moves. And we're going to try our best to farm down at this point. Let's see if they're going to throw another Brave Bird. They do go for another Brave Bird. Kind of interesting. 2 Brave Birds takes this Stunfisk pretty low. So that's good and bad. It's good that we only allow this Chestnut to get a little bit of farm. Our opponent here is going to come back in with their Shadow Dragonite to throw a Dragon Claw. We're going to obviously shield here. We go for the Seed Bomb bait as they're so low that they don't want to lose this. So we're going to switch out after we throw the bait. We do get the shield, and then we're going to come back in with a Body Slam. The Body Slam does get a shield from this Dragonite, and we are going to have to decide whether we want to shield or not. We decided to let it go. Ends up being the superpower, so they debuff themselves and they allow us to farm down. We're going to be able to get to this Shadow Ball right here. Does this Shadow Ball take out this Chestnut? Not quite, but we are able to Shadow Claw down for the win right there. So GG's to our opponent. Super close game. Both of us were hoping that we could just fast move each other down at the end right there. Next game, let's see what we find. We have the Trevenant versus the Lantern. Great matchup for us here, but then they switch into the Vigoroth. This Vigoroth is gonna have to tank a Seed Bomb here. So we go for the Seed Bomb, and we're actually waiting for them to throw a move, and then we want to possibly switch out, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, we do switch out after the Rock Slide is thrown. So this guarantees that we maintain alignment. Plus, we're going to be able to tank this Body Slam right here. This Body Slam does not KO, and then we are able to fast move down. So our Dubwool has a bunch of energy to throw back at this Lantern, and let's see what the Lantern does. So we're going to go for this Body Slam. The Body Slam does get let go, and then we're going to have to just throw one move. So we only have time to throw a Payback, so we might as well go for it. Huge Payback goes through. We do get farmed down, and our opponent ends up switching out into the Marowak here. So this is terrible, as we do have 2 shields versus the Stunfisk of our own here. So we're going to have to decide whether we want to shield this or not. Bone Club goes through. Then we're going to go and throw this Mud Bomb here. This Mud Bomb does, I don't know, 50%, maybe a little bit over, and then we're going to have to shield here. These Bone Clubs, not that efficient, but they're going to be super effective, so we're going to have to go to 2 Mud Bombs here. We decide to, go right there, and unfortunately we lose CAP right here, and we have to shield right here so that we can take this Marowak out. But then, do we have enough energy to throw energy back at this Lantern? And no, unfortunately we do not. So unless we have energy on this Trevenant, no energy on this Trevenant, and that is GG's right there. So unfortunately for us, we do not win that. If we had avoided that CAP tie, potentially we could have farmed up a little bit extra and then thrown the move, and then it would have been a race towards the Mud Bomb versus that Lantern. Anyways, next game here, we're going to have the Dragonite again. Shadow Dragonite in the lead. We are going to try to get a shield at least, so we're going to shield here and then threaten the next shield. Our opponent here is going to have to consider this shield here, so that we do get a shield, and we try to get to another move. Unfortunately, that does not happen, so one shield farm down is not great for us, but our opponent is going to have to throw a move here. So they go for the superpower and dip. We do shield the correct move. We're going to go for this Body Slam right here against this Vigoroth, so we're going to try our best to either get this Vigoroth pretty low or take out this Vigoroth. We are able to tank that Body Slam right there. This allows us to get to another Body Slam of our own. Our opponent ends up shielding, so now we're both shieldless. This Vigoroth is going to have to throw Body Slams here. One Body Slam goes through, and we're going to try to throw this Mud Bomb right before they get to another Body Slam right here. Will this Mud Bomb KO? It does KO, so we have a little bit of energy on Stunfisk versus this Lantern here. This Lantern is going to have to get to at least 1 Surf. We are going to be able to tank this Surf here, but we're going to be left with a little bit of low health here. Our opponent ends up switching out into the Shadow Dragonite right there. We have to throw a Mud Bomb, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to have enough health to get to another Mud Bomb. Either way, the extra Mud Bomb would not have KO'd that Lantern, so well played by my opponent right there. We had to try to catch a move somewhere, but unfortunately, we were not able to wiggle out of that situation. Only spots I could have potentially caught was in the lead, or if I had enough time, I could have maybe caught on the Lantern somehow. But anyways, next game here, we're going to be switched out, and we're going to go into our double. This double does get met against this Dugong here. Dugong is going to be taking super effective fast moves from us. They're throwing drill runs. We do survive the drill run, only neutral. We're going to be able to get to this body slam again to take this Dugong into the red. Now we have a decision to make. Do we want to shield here, or do we want energy advantage on our backline? So we decided to let it go. We want energy advantage for our backline here. We're going to wait the clock. We're going to switch into the Trevenant. They actually auto switch out into the Vigoroth. So that either means they have multiple counters to this Trevenant, or that was an unnecessary switch out. We do let this Rock Slide go through. We're going to be able to get to this Seed Bomb right here. This Seed Bomb is going to do a good amount of neutral damage that they're going to be threatening a shield. Here, we're going to shield here's because we're very close to another Seed Bomb, and we're going to try to get to it right here. This Seed Bomb here potentially could take out this Vigoroth. They are still switch locked. Maybe not anymore since they're shielding. We're going to immediately switch out. They switch out into their Dugong. We already had a little bit of energy. This Stunfisk is going to be able to throw a Mud Bomb to take it out, but also waste their energy. They definitely had very close to a move, and they have Lantern in the back here. So double water in the back for this opponent. We do have the energy advantage, and we have the shield, so we might as well just shield here. We're going to be able to throw this Mud Bomb early, and we are definitely going to be able to get to another Mud Bomb, but they are able to survive here. Are we going to be able to catch a move? I believe that's our only win condition here, so we're going to try to catch a move right here, and we do catch something. This is a great catch. We do catch the Surf, and our opponent here is going to come back in with the Vigoroth, already ready with the move. We can survive this body slam. We're going to throw one fast move so we get the energy head start. Then we're going to throw this Mud Bomb. This Mud Bomb does KO the Vigoroth, and now it's just a race to we can get to their next move, and we are able to get this Mud Bomb before they get to the Surf. So GG's to our opponent right there. Only way we win that is we catch that Surf from that Lantern. So they actually had a pretty meta team with the Lantern Vigoroth core. So this team here, breaking down that huge meta team, obviously finding the right spots for the right Pokemon. Here we got the Vigoroth again, pretty decent lead. We're going to stay in for now and see what they have in the back. We are going to be able to get to this Seed Bomb here. This Seed Bomb, does 30-35% damage. We can tank whatever move they throw here, so we're going to let this first one go. It also does roughly 40%, something like that. This next Seed Bomb here does potentially threaten the KO, so they actually shield, and then we're going to be able to get to another Seed Bomb right here. This Seed Bomb will either KO or we're going to get double shield, so they decide to double shield and they go for the farm down. That's fine. We're going to be thinking about using the double as like a meat shield, so we're just going to come back in here. We tank that body slam right there. We're doing super effective fast move. They only have time to throw another body slam right here, so they do go for the back-to-back. Next move, body slam does take out the double, but we're going to farm with the Stunfisk. We're hoping to show Stunfisk will be able to beat this backline, and indeed, they do have the Lantern lurking in the back. This is a really good matchup, considering they came into this matchup with the Lantern, so we know that this Stunfisk is the key to victory right now. We're going to let them throw the Surf so that we can shield and over-farm. We know that this Mud Bomb does not KO, and we're looking for the farm down at this point. Oh, our opponent ends up switching out into the Wigglytuff here. So Wigglytuff here is going to be able to get to these Icy Winds, but not for a while. So we're going to throw these Mud Bombs to chip at it. We know that we have to end up with a move to throw at that Lantern. Here, we know that this is probably Icy Wind, so we're going to automatically shield. This is easy decision. We're going to farm up to 2 Mud Bombs and a little bit over. We know that we can throw back-to-back at this point, so we do KO the Wigglytuff, and then we're going to be able to get to this Mud Bomb right here. Mud Bomb does go through. Does it take it out? It does indeed. So GG's to our opponent right there. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.